to join the game?
Hey everybody, majictablitskittles here, and I am back with another drawing update and about the intros. You know, you'd think that after making so many of them, at some point in my mind I would be asking, why? But, I don't, so we're just gonna get right into the drawings. So, I have a couple for this month, not so much, you know, because school started, and for anybody who's started school, good luck to you guys, and yeah. So anyway, the thing is, that's kind of why that I've been working on my manga. I actually have some pages over here in the back that I will get around to showing you, but yeah, so here is the first drawing of the month. I drew it at my friend Juan's house because we were being weirdos, and I drew Sasuke and he's like, give me a hug. And a lot of people are actually very surprisingly willing to do that. I mean, even with this, yeah, I don't know how many people I would hug that have this expression, but yeah, there's that. And then over here is another Sasuke I drew, and this one actually has a mustache, and ignore the bullet wounds, or at least that's what it's supposed to be. The thing is, I did draw this and sketch this out and everything like that, but then I added the mustache and we decided to be silly with it, so we actually drew the bullet wounds and stuff, but we didn't sketch it out first, so that's why it looks a little weird. But yeah, there's Sasuke if he had a mustache, for anybody who needed to know that. Yeah, there you go. Also, he's still kind of in my style, so if it doesn't look like him, too bad. So, and here, I guess, would technically be the first color drawing of the month. The thing is, this is just where I was trying to practice doing faces, because the thing is, I tend to do a lot of almost full body stuff where the legs always get cut off, but the thing is, I always worry about poses and stuff like that, and I kind of neglect the faces. I still do now, but I've been trying to do a little better with that. But yeah, anyway, here is my solution to that problem. I drew Exodus, and it's colored in just Crayola colored pencils, nothing fancy, unless you've never heard of them before and you only use rose art, then that's very fancy to you. Nothing against rose art, but I don't like rose art. Crayola is totally better. But anyway, the thing is, yeah, here's a drawing of Exodus that I colored like that, and I do like how this one turned out. I think for another speed paint, a traditional one soon, I might actually just try to draw a face for once in my life. But, yeah, tell me if you guys would like to see that, because the thing is, I'm always open for suggestions. I've taken quite a few from my reverse Q&A video, so there's always room for improvement, like I said. So, yeah, let me know if you guys would like to see just like a speed paint of just profile, because I haven't done one of those yet. So, yeah, there's this. Here is a drawing that I did for Janessa Uchiha, aka Ido and Lila, aka Exodus, aka how many other nicknames that she has. Janessa, why do you have so many? But yeah, anyway, here is a drawing I did for her original character, Shiro. It's actually like a stylized wolf style, but I'm not smart enough to know how to do that, so I had to use a reference, like a total lame-o, of just a real wolf. So yeah, this is a wolf picture, and it's Shiro, and it's pretty, and it's also realism, in case you didn't notice. And fun fact, because I went in so heavy with the blacks, if I actually hold it up to the sun, it's like an intense glare. So it's awesome, but yeah. I don't do realism a lot. I do realism with animals even less. Draw animals even less than actually anything else I ever draw. But yeah, I'll let you guys tell me how this one turned out. I tried something different, again, with this sketchbook. And over here we have Exodus playing on a PSP. You can see that Slender Man's behind her, so I guess it would be safe to assume that she's playing an intense game of Slender. I wonder how she's doing. Anyway, yeah, there's a drawing of that. This one was kind of just on a whim, because the thing is, you'll notice that she's not wearing her insanely complicated design. I'm trying to have it just more casual, but I think I failed at that. But she still has the scarf, so that's good too. Seriously, if I ever had a scarf that long or something, I'd just be worried about it tangling against something. Like if I were running or something like that, and it just got caught on a fence or something, it would just yank me back, just be like... Actually, I might do that. I might do that in my manga. Look forward to this. But yeah, anyway, here is a drawing of Akumu, and you'll notice that I changed the hairstyle. That's actually for like manga purposes, because the thing is, panel after panel, inking hair that long, it's not gonna be fun. And I already have Crow and Exodus for that to be done with, and I'll actually have it at a later point where her hair grows out, but it's actually going to start this way. And yeah, there's that, and this is in watercolor. Yeah, that's it. And here is a practice manga page that I did. Here's just Crow when she was little. The second eye's actually still covered. It's just I draw it out anyway, so like I know where to place things. Even though nobody will see it. But yeah, here is a perspective background, and these aren't fun. They're not that fun to draw, and they're even less fun to line art, but it's just something you gotta deal with. So there's this, and here's just an inking practice of Crow. So I actually do like how this one turned out, although I realized later on that I forgot to draw like her ribbon and the long hair, and then I actually just liked how this turned out, so I came to the lame excuse, oh, they're probably over here where you can't see them because they're behind her. So yeah, there's that lame excuse, and yeah, I inked the drawing, and yeah. So this was just good inking practice, and again I went with the new shading style I have for Crow's hair. It's still black, it's just not solid black like this. So yep, there's that. And then here's just a practice I did of Akumu. This drawing is actually kind of shaky, but that's because I was doing it in a car. My brother was at registration, and then I had a sketchbook, and I needed to do something because I had to drive in there, and then I was just waiting, drawing there for an hour or two. I don't know how long it was, but yeah, I was drawing in a car, and then when he was done, he's like, oh, what you drawing? I'm like, on paper. And then we left, and it was wonderful. And here is my favorite drawing of the... No, just kidding. Here is another perspective drawing that I did. This one of Exodus sitting on a fence. I was trying to go with a 2-point perspective that looks like 3-point, which is kind of tricky to do. Then this paper is just an extension of the vanishing point over here, because sometimes it's not that close. It's super far away. So there's that. And also I should do this with more drawings. This is like, I believe, the only one that hasn't smeared totally. Especially on the backside, like this. And here is another practice page that I did, again with perspective, and you'll see that there's a fly here. No, ow! Okay, so anyway, here is a background that I actually line arted, and then you'll see that there's Akumu there. Now, this is a practice manga page, but I did do the shading on it, and you'll notice like with these ones coming up, there's actually not shading on those because I do it on computer. So there's that, and that's actually the last one. Couldn't get to this any sooner, but here's my manga. So yeah, here are actually a couple of the actual pages. I'm gonna try to do a one-shot before I graduate, because I'm going on a mission for 2 years. Later, though. That's after a mission. And then I'll be gone for 2 years. Surprise, people! I'm not kidding. But the thing is, I wanted to have like a one-shot of my manga before I left, so when I come back, there's like a point of reference that I have to look forward to, and hopefully when I look back at it, I won't like it enough because I'll know how to improve on it enough. So, you'll see that these are just, and this is my actual manga, by the way. You're getting to see some exclusive crud here. No, but anyway, here is just an inked page. This is page 2. When I get to the digital drawings, you guys will actually see like the full page 1 inked, tomed, worded, everything. But the thing is, these two I'm not done with yet. This is page 2, and then some stuff goes on. So far, this is my favorite panel. There's kind of an awkward transition going from like full pages of paper to like half a panel that big that you still need to make detailed. So that's probably something I need to get better at. I'm not entirely happy with these panels, but I'm getting better at them. This is page 3, and it's just in the sketching stage. And yeah, hopefully by the end of this year I might have something to show you guys. But it kind of comes at a cost. I probably won't be doing a lot of drawing updates. I'll still do speed paints and one-shot Skittles, stuff like that, you know, because everybody needs a break from this. So you see, my drawing break for this is drawing something else. I have a drawing break by drawing. Yeah, that makes sense. No, but anyway, the thing is, yeah, here's kind of my manga, and there will probably be a cutback of drawing updates because I won't be able to, you know, show every page of the manga. Otherwise, when it comes, that way it'll be of no surprise, and people will be like, I don't want to read it. I already saw the entire process. But I may do videos like how we go about doing this or something like that. But yeah, I won't be doing drawing updates a lot unless they're like 6 months apart and I have enough extra drawings on the side that I can do that. Just probably not every month, but these are random anyway, so I guess that's okay. But yeah, here is page 3, and like I said, I'm getting a little better at drawing inside the panels. I mean, that's a full background, and then that's not, and then this is, and then this is my favorite panel on this page, but this is my favorite panel on this page. So I guess now we can go on to the digital drawings. One moment. Okay, and here is me being a weirdo. This is actually based off of a Skype conversation that I had a couple of weeks ago, and it's just me in majictablitskittles like you know I am, and I have an incredibly shiny shin. So I have decided to call this drawing the Shiny Shin Skittles, and that is what I shall henceforth be known as. Everybody must refer to me as Shiny Shin Skittles, because I have shiny shins, and I can prove it! So, there's that, and then here is a drawing that I did because I got book 5 of Brody's Ghost, and I'm like, what better way to fan art book 5 than by drawing a scene from book 1? So, there's, not to give any spoilers away, so I can't explain it a lot, but anyway, here is a ghost person that's very, very dead, and then here's a person that's very not that much dead, but yeah. So, anyway, here's a fan art, and I actually have a speed paint on this one, so you guys can go check it out if you want. Yeah, and then over here is a drawing that I did for one of my friends' birthdays. It was Janesso Jiha, and aka Ido and Lila, aka Exodus, aka dude, just settle on my name, please. But no, but here's a drawing that I did for her birthday, and there's a gas canister over here because I tend to play Slender the Arrival a lot, and on the difficulty setting for hardcore mode, there's basically a level where you need to find 6 generators. I think I actually have a playthrough of it in my second channel. I guess I could link that somewhere, but it's really outdated, and the video's old, and the commentary on it sucks. I'll probably need to go back and redo it, but I won't until I get a better computer. And that's also the answer for people who are wondering when I'm going to finish the game. I will finish the game when I have a computer that can record at higher than 10 frames. No, but yeah, here is basically a little gas canister in the game that you need to collect, and I think they're freaking adorable. So I drew one, and it says, Skittles baked you a cake, I helped. And I don't think there's too much to help when a gas canister pours gas all over a cake. It tends to be very combustible. So, Janessa looks surprised though. No, but anyway, here is a sample manga page that I did in just Paint Tool Sign, I think 20 minutes, because I was just practicing to see if I could do perspective in here. Because the thing is, my manga is going to switch off between traditional and digital. It'll mostly be traditional, like sketching and line arting. But for those difficult pages, this not being one of them, I just wanted to practice. I'm actually going to have it done just entirely digitally. I mean, if you can use both, why not use both, right? So anyway, I guess I can explain it. You see, here will be a train. That is Crow. Here is Crow jumping onto said train, and she lands on the train, and then she's like, "Wow, man, there's some intense momentum on here," because you know she's a ninja and she can jump that way. And they'll have another joke or something like that where she actually falls off and doesn't land on the train. She's like, okay, maybe people who jump up from only 30 feet cannot reach a train that is 40 feet away. So yeah, there is that. And physics. And it'll be, even in manga. So, here is a drawing that I did of a semi-realism Exodus. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. I was actually going to make a speed paint about this, but then I didn't. Not entirely sure why. I think other speed painters can relate to this. It's just when you don't have to record, you feel a lot more free. And this was more of an experimental thing, which is kind of why it looks creepy. I'll try to get better at that. You guys are okay. You guys are okay, but the rest of the face kind of creeps me out. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully I'll get better at this. And here is another practice of that. And again, creepy face, but whoa, accidentally drew. That's not helping, but just no. I'm using a mouse right now. Usually I use my tablet to navigate, but I've been reduced to a mouse. So yeah, here is a drawing of Crow that I did without line art. There is actually a speed paint on this one because I decided, dude, it's been 3 weeks, you need a speed paint. So there's that. And this last page, as promised, is going to be a manga page, which is page 1. You're gonna see that shading, toning goes a long way, so there's just a lot of it here. And then I have some Easter eggs of some drawings in the background. Look, here is Crow, and here is Exodus, and here is the main character, and here is a not main character, and here's the main character, and that's not a main character, and that's Sappy. That's subtle, and I'm not changing it. Sappy, if you're watching, you're just gonna have to be okay with it. You're an Easter egg now! That's something I want to do with my manga. Have instead of just background characters, I can use characters as Easter eggs and stuff like that. I think there's like a copyright thing I'm breaking with that, so I should probably ask Sappy if this is okay. Sorry, Sappy. I didn't think about this beforehand because I'm an idiot. And here's Popcorn. That's the main character. So yeah, this is what my manga is gonna be like, and that's pretty much it for the month. Again, I probably won't be doing as many updates, but I will be working on my manga, so that's good too. So hopefully I can have it by the end of this, or next year, by the end of the school year, so I can show you guys, and then I'll be like, you see all this talk of drawing manga, I actually did it! So, and then everybody would be happy, and then when they read it, they're gonna be like, dude, really, you've been working on this for years, and this is all you have to show? Well, yeah, it's a one-shot, so I can't get into all the good stuff yet. This is the exposition part, people. So anyway, yeah, that's that, and I guess I'm done with the drawing update. I will see you in my next video, which really has to be a traditional one, so, I just don't know what yet. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye!